Welcome, film fans, to another episode of Real Talk. I am your host, Josh Bell, and today we're stepping back in time to explore the classic film Meet Me in St. Louis. This charming movie has captivated audiences for generations, and we're here to delve into every aspect of this heartwarming story. Meet Me in St. Louis is a musical film set in the early 1900s, revolving around the Smith family and their lives in St. Louis, Missouri. The Smiths, including Mr. Alonzo Smith, played by Leon Ames, and his wife, Miss Anna Smith, portrayed by Mary Astor, share their daily experiences and the anticipation of the 1904 World's Fair. Their children, especially the eldest daughters, Rose and Esther, played by Lucille Bremer and Judy Garland, are the center of the film's romantic endeavors. The movie spans 4 seasons from summer to the following summer, and the Smiths family journey through life's ups, downs, love, and personal growth. The film's climactic moment takes place at the World's Fair, where their lives take a significant turn. Meet Me in St. Louis isn't just a heartwarming portrayal of family life, but also a celebration of a significant era shift from the 19th to the 20th century. It beautifully captures the nostalgia of a bygone time, emphasizing love, hope, and the passage of time. The plot unfolds through a series of interconnected vignettes showcasing the experiences and emotions of each season. With its endearing characters, Meet Me in St. Louis evokes laughter and sentiment, making this a real classic. Meet Me in St. Louis is a visually enchanting film that skillfully recreates the ambiance of the early 1900s. The movie's aesthetics are pivotal in transporting the audience to the turn of the century. Here are some of the key aspects of the film's aesthetics. The film features meticulously designed sets and locations that authentically recreate the look and feel of the early 1900s. The Smith family's Victorian home, richly decorated rooms, ornate furnishings, and lush gardens provide a visual feast for the audience. This attention to historical accuracy immerses us in the world of the Smith family. The film's costume design is a standout feature. Judy Garland's iconic dress, the one red dress that she wears during the trolley song sequence, has become legendary in the world of cinema. The costumes reflect the fashions of the era and add to the film's authenticity. Costume designer Irene Sheriff ensured that the clothing was historically accurate and visually striking. Director Vincente Minnelli and cinematographer George J. Folsey bring enchantment to the screen through their use of color and lighting. The vibrant color palette and carefully crafted lighting contribute to the overall warmth and charm of the visuals. The film's aesthetics are a treat, from the golden glow of the Smith home to the romantic scenes between Esther and John. One of the film's most striking visual elements is the recreation of the 1904 World's Fair. This sequence is a marvel of set design and showcases the grandeur of the original event. The attention to detail in reconstructing the fair, from the grand pavilions to the extravagant decorations, is a testament to the filmmaker's commitment to accuracy. The aesthetics of the film contributes to its overall appeal and timelessness. That meticulous attention to detail in recreating the early 1900s, the stunning costumes, and the use of color and light all come together to transport us back to a bygone era filled with beauty and nostalgia. The musical score of Meet Me in St. Louis is integral and enchanting part of the film's charm. It was composed by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine. It features a delightful selections of songs that have become timeless classics in their own right. One of the most iconic and memorable is the trolley song. This catchy and spirited tune, performed by Judy Garland as Esther Smith, is a joyful expression of love and excitement. The scene featuring Esther's ride on the trolley through the streets of St. Louis is a visual and musical highlight of the film. My most beloved song in the film, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. This poignant and heartwarming song, also sung by Judy Garland, has become a holiday classic in its own right. The lyrics are filled with both nostalgia and hope, making it a staple of Christmas music playlists. In addition to these standout songs, the score includes several other memorable songs, such as The Boy Next Door and The Smith Family. Each song contributes to the film's overall charm and emotional depth. The music not only enhances the storytelling, but also immerses us in the film's nostalgic and romantic atmosphere. Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine's compositions have endured the decades, and their impact on the film's appeal cannot be overstated. Let's take a look at some of the themes that are presented in Meet Me in St. Louis. One of the central themes of the film is nostalgia and the passage of time. The film is a vivid portrayal of an era on the brink of significant change. As the 20th century comes around, the film beautifully captures the sentiment of looking back on a bygone era, a period marked by the simplicity of everyday life, family togetherness, and the anticipation of new experiences. It serves as a reminder that our lives are a collection of moments and that even everyday moments can hold deep meaning when viewed through a lens of nostalgia. The Smith family's strong sense of togetherness and tradition is another central theme. The film underscores the importance of family bonds and the comfort of familiar routines. The Smiths' love for each other and their collective anticipation of the World's Fair showcases the value of family ties. This theme resonates with audiences of all ages, emphasizing the enduring significance of family and tradition. Meet Me in St. Louis also looks at the themes of coming of age and first love. Esther's blossoming romance with John Truitt, Rose's courtship with Warren Sheffield are both central to the story. The film portrays the excitement and challenges of young love, as well as the bittersweet moments that come with growing up. These themes are relatable to viewers of all ages, as they evoke memories of their own youthful experiences and first love. The film highlights the significance of community and celebration. The anticipation and festivities surrounding the World's Fair demonstrate the power of community and shared celebrations. The Smith family and their neighbors come together to create a sense of unity and joy, emphasizing the importance of communal experiences in life. The film also explores the idea of embracing change. While the Smith family initially faces the prospect of moving to New York, the film ultimately shows the value of embracing new opportunities and adapting to change. It teaches us that change can be both challenging and rewarding, and that it is an integral part of life. These thematic elements, combined with the captivating characters and memorable music, make it a timeless classic that continues to resonate with audiences, regardless of age or background. It also reminds us of the enduring importance of family, tradition, and the precious moments that shape our lives. Let's take a look at the people involved in the making of Meet Me in St. Louis. First up, the cast, with Judy Garland delivering a captivating performance as Esther Smith, the film's spirited and lovable second daughter. Her talent shines through in the memorable music numbers, making her character the heart and soul of the movie. Margaret O'Brien, the youngest Smith daughter, Tootie, her adorable and spirited performance adds a delightful and playful element to the film. Mary Astor beautifully embodies the role of Mrs. Anna Smith, the caring matriarch of the Smith family. Her portrayal of a loving mother adds depth to the family's dynamic. Leon Ames plays Mr. Smith, the head of the family, His portrayal of a stern yet loving father is a crucial element in the film's exploration of family life. Lucille Bremer takes on the role of Rose, the eldest daughter of the family. Her character's romantic storyline adds depth to the plot. And Tom Drake playing John Truitt, the boy next door who captures Esther Hart. His chemistry with Judy Garland adds to the film's charm. And then on the crew, we have director Vicente Minnelli. His skilled direction and visual storytelling bring the early 1900s to life with authenticity. His attention to detail and use of color and lighting contribute to the film's enchanting aesthetics. Cinematographer George Folsey works in tandem with Minnelli to create the picture's nostalgic visuals. His use of color and lighting enhance the film's emotional depth. And then the talented duo of Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine and their iconic songs, including the trolley song and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, add depth and emotion. Costume designer Irene Sharaf is responsible for the stunning dresses worn by Judy Garland. Her attention to detail in recreating the historical period contributes to a sense of authenticity. It's the collaboration of this entire cast and crew under the direction of Vincente Minnelli that results in the creation of a timeless classic that continues to charm audiences to this day. This film is beloved by many, but it is by no means without its own flaws. So let's take a look at some of the aspects of the film that may be considered shortcomings. First, Meet Me in St. Louis is known for its slow pacing, particularly in the first half of the film. Some viewers may find it a bit leisurely, and it takes time to establish the characters and their lives. While this deliberate pacing allows for character development, it might test the patience of those who prefer more fast paced storytelling. The film is set in a bygone era, and it reflects the gender norms of the time. Some viewers may find the traditional gender roles and expectations presented in the film to be outdated and even problematic. For example, the character of Tootie is portrayed as a mischievous child, but her actions sometimes border on disturbing and might be seen as reinforcing harmful stereotypes about children. While the film does a good job of developing some characters, others remain relatively one dimensional. Some characters, such as Rose and Lon, don't undergo significant growth or face complex challenges. They can make them feel less compelling compared to the more dynamic characters in the story. And then the lack of diversity. The film is set in an all-white, upper-middle-class neighborhood. This feels as like a shortcoming for contemporary audiences who expect more inclusive representation in films. And the film, often viewed through a nostalgic lens, celebrating a particular vision of Americana, while this is a strength for some people, it can be a shortcoming for viewers who are looking for a more critical or nuanced exploration of the time period. And then what is probably my biggest issue with the film is that the conflict mainly revolves around the potential move to New York. And for me, this conflict just doesn't carry enough weight to sustain the entire narrative. More significant challenges or dilemmas could have added depth to this story. And as always, it's important to remember that these perceived shortcomings are based on individual preferences and the context of when the film was made. Meet Me in St. Louis is a classic that has enduring qualities, but like any piece of art, may not resonate with everyone in the same way. Right, now for some interesting trivia about Meet Me in St. Louis. One of the film's most memorable sequences features Judy Garland singing the trolley song. Surprisingly, the song was inspired by an actual incident in Hugh Martin's life. He observed a trolley car operator on his wedding day and composed the song as a tribute to that moment. It became one of the film's most iconic musical numbers. The song Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, performed by Judy Garland in the film, has become a holiday classic. However, the original lyrics were considerably more melancholic. Judy Garland insisted on more uplifting lyrics for the film version, making it the beloved Christmas song that we know today. Margaret O'Brien, who played the youngest Smith daughter in the film, won an honorary Juvenile Academy Award for her outstanding performance. She delivered an unforgettable portrayal of the whimsical and slightly mischievous Tootie, earning her a place in Hollywood history. The scenes depicting the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis were meticulously created. The film's art department worked diligently to create the grandeur of the original event. This involved constructing detailed sets and gathering authentic period pieces, down to the smallest detail. Now, I hope these little trivia tidbits have added an extra layer of fascination to the film for you. For me, they show how real life inspirations and dedications of a production team can contribute to an enduring film full of charm and iconic scenes. As we finish up, I want to touch on the debate as to whether Meet Me in St. Louis qualifies as a Christmas movie. Well, folks, that is a matter of interpretation. While the film is not exclusively centered around Christmas, it does play a pivotal role in one of the most iconic scenes and is deeply associated with the holiday season. The most compelling argument for it being a Christmas movie is the famous Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas scene. In the heartwarming sequence, Judy Garland's character sings the beloved holiday song to her little sister. The scene is a touching moment of sibling love and the anticipation of Christmas. For many viewers, like myself, this scene alone is enough to classify the film as a Christmas classic. On the other hand, some argue that the film primarily explores the passage of time and the different seasons throughout the year, with the Christmas segment being just one part of the larger narrative. Unlike traditional Christmas movies, the film's central theme is not solely focused on the holiday season. It delves into the Smith family's experiences during various times of the year, capturing the essence of each season. Ultimately, whether the film is considered a Christmas movie or not may depend on personal perspective. Some viewers may choose to include it in their holiday movie lineup because of the iconic Christmas scene, while others may opt for more traditional Christmas films. Regardless of classification, the film's enduring charm and nostalgic feel make it a wonderful choice for a holiday season viewing. And that, dear listeners, concludes our heartwarming journey into the world of Meet Me in St. Louis. This classic film, with its enchanting aesthetics, memorable score, and timeless themes, continues to be a beloved piece of cinematic history. As for our verdict, we give the film a rating of 7 out of 10. Though it may not be a traditional Christmas movie, it is an iconic holiday film and certainly earns its place in my holiday film rotation. Thank you, as always, for joining us on The Real Real Talk. If you have any questions, comments, or film suggestions, please reach out to us at therealrealtalk@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at RealRealTalkPod and on Instagram at RealRealTalk. In our next episode, we'll continue our Christmas series with a review of Jim Carrey's version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It promises a different flavor of holiday spirit. But until then, keep watching, keep loving, and keep those reels rolling.